Warm and easy. Welcome to another episode of Let Me Land, the first episode. Alongside my co-host, Bossman Birdie, the original.
You done know. Big up yourself and big up your family, big up everyone around you.
And today's topic is single mothers raising and their sons and the relationship between their sons. Single mothers and the relationship between their sons, because I do believe that we don't have much information on this, and it's quite a quiet subject, and we only really hear the side of the mothers, really, the struggles, but we don't really talk much about the struggles between the relationship and the challenges that come from the son having to play the father role, or maybe he can't step up and play the father role. You know, but there's so much that comes from it. But the reason why I want to talk about this topic, because I remember when we was at a kiddies party. By the way, this is my cousin, Bossman Birdie. For those that don't know, I've been in a musical crew with Bossman Birdie, 2 musical crews with Bossman Birdie. Do you want to talk about? I'm giving you your introduction. Do you want to speak for yourself?
Well, I mean, for those that don't know, we was in a collective originally, Meridian.
Meridian, yeah. Like, we're hot on the streets at the moment, yeah. All we're waiting for is we're just waiting to record our video. You get me? This is Bossman, the realist. You get me? A lot of guys on the circuit trying to.
That split, and then from that was born Bloodline and Boy Better Know.
Money that I'm seeing, Caribbean islands, coca leaves, where I be, you be sure to find them doing 60 on the road that says 30 miles an hour.
And then and that consisted of a few other artists. I don't know if we should name them right now, but
Well, I just wanted to let the people know that how we would be in the same kiddie party. I didn't know you didn't have to go that deep.
so you wanted, okay, so basically
Our relationship.
yeah, so you should have said that, baby. So basically,
Get the fuck out of here.
so basically our relationship is due to our mums are sisters. So it's real blood. It's not no big family thing. What I see a lot of you lot doing, like my cuz and all this. No, this is real blood. I seen this guy. I got some stories about this guy. You'll probably hear. He probably want me to tell them, but he brought me on Let Me Land, so I'm gonna spill the fucking tea. You know what I'm saying?
I've got just as much stories on you, just for the record, for the benefit of the tape. But yeah, so we was at a kiddie party, and then I was talking to I ain't gonna say no names, get me. But I was talking to a family friend who has a son, and she raises him on his own, and she was very stern with what she allows him to do, what she allows him to watch, and I already knew why, but I wanted to ask her because I wanted her to hear it. And her thing was that she didn't really, because she's raising him, she's mom and dad, she needed to be, how can I put this? She needed to make sure that he was strong in areas where he was weaker through not having a father. And she admitted that only a man can raise a boy. So she is doing double and, you know, and a bit stern with him, playing a man role so she can raise him, but she can't fully do the job. And she didn't want the streets to raise him. So she had to be stern that he wasn't weak, so he could, I wouldn't say anyone that becomes street or is victim to the street is weak, but let's just say that they might be in a vulnerable space where they can easily get lost in the streets. So that brings me to the topic: single mothers raising sons and how difficult it is. And I'm part of that. I came from that household and yourself, so who better to speak on it than us?
Yeah, it's a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to kickstart the podcast with a serious subject, so
of course.
You know, I'm gonna keep it funky. It's a serious thing. It's a difficult job.
Of course,
you know. I'm a father. I'm a parent, and I know it's difficult raising one child. You know what I'm saying? And she's a girl.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. So I can only imagine what it was like raising, you know, a hellraiser is to some degree like ourselves. The problems, the issues, keeping that household together. I can see how some people may just give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I agree with it, but I can see how the pressures, the stress, the worry, that comes, especially when you've got other children as well in your little flock. You know, I can see that if you've got a child that isn't rowing in the same direction as everyone else, I can see how you can end up really like just giving up. And as you said, letting him be, well, when giving up, you're allowing him to be raised by the streets. You know what I mean? So I want to big up the mothers first, because it's a tough job, and I've seen it myself, and I know how difficult it was for my mum, my auntie, you know, and many other women. But I will say this in saying that, and I'm gonna go more into the job of what that the things that entail in that role as a single mother raising a son.
Raising a son.